about to be my signature look this summer because it's too damn hot. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, god damn, July done got the hell up out of here, ain't it? I suppose it's about time for me to fill you all in on my top 5 fragrances for the month. Not to mention, I have a humongous, gigantic, obnoxious fragrance haul coming up. So that being said, before we get into today's video, make sure that you are subscribed and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I upload that or any other video for that matter. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, I would greatly appreciate if you give me a thumbs up because it really helps to support the channel. And never ever forget, if you are interested in any of the fragrances that I mentioned in today's video, to make sure that you shop via any available links and or discount codes down below in the description box because it really helps support the channel and you're gonna buy it anyway. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now, if you want to know my top 5 fragrances for the month of July, make sure you keep watching. Just to be clear, if you follow me on my other social media platforms, mainly my Instagram stories, because that's really all I've been posting lately, I keep you all abreast of everything that I have been reaching for sometimes. So if you follow me over there, especially, some of these won't be brand new to you. But if you follow me here, I've definitely talked about all of these already before, maybe not so much in depth, but either way, let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty. Semi-unintentionally, I found myself sharing samples and decants that I'm enjoying with you all as one of my favorites for the month. So I think I'm going to continue that theme. That way I'm keeping you all up to date on some of the fragrances that I'm experimenting with and whether or not I think they're full bottle worthy before I get to my full bottle worthy video, which it's coming. Just bear with me, guys. So here is the sample that I fell in love with during the month of July. I highly doubt that you all can see that, but this is Hard to Get from Forever Mood. And I told you all about Forever Mood in my last fragrance haul. So of course, if you haven't seen that, make sure you check that out. I'll have it linked in the cards and maybe in the description box, but probably more so in the cards. This, I'm not gonna lie, it's not something that's like super innovative, right? But it's very well done. Another citrus, white floral, vanilla, but I have really been enjoying this. I told you all that when I got the discovery set that these come with 3 milliliters of fragrance, which if you're a fragrance girl, you know that's not, a huge sample or a huge decant, but it is a little bit more fragrance than the standard 2 ml sample. Not to mention this little sample is an atomizer, which I greatly appreciate because ain't nobody got time for no dabbers. A little bit salty, wasting a couple of sprays of my sample on this tester strip, but doing this for y'all. This gives me the most delicate, airy, delicious scent bubble. You smell like a lemon vanilla dessert, and who can be mad at that? This is definitely gourmand adjacent. I would say it's definitely a pleasant, pretty girl fragrance, but I'm just saying that. Y'all know fragrance is subjective and unisex as far as I'm concerned. Wear whatever the hell you want, but I definitely smell like a pretty girl when I wear this, and I love that for me. This is definitely signature scent worthy. I feel like you can wear this anywhere. You can dress it up or you can dress it down. I've worn this to the office and I've worn this to bed. There's obviously a reason that these brands are flocking to this kind of scent makeup because it works. It smells good. People are going to enjoy it. It's still good. It's good. The citrus in this is very well done. It's bright and it's fresh without being harsh or without making me feel like I'm about to mop the kitchen floor. And the white florals, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a sheer jasmine. It's definitely that. Definitely get a mature, feminine, sophisticated feel to the fragrance, but it definitely does not go too far. I do not feel like these florals are going to be too much. I don't feel like they're going to go too far in that direction to where it gives someone a headache, because white florals can do that. But the vanilla, which is definitely the star of this show, is so fluffy and airy, and this just leaves the most beautiful scent cloud. Like, I have had this sample pretty much since around the time the house launched, since she launched the fragrances, I should say, and I'm still going through this 3 ml dabber because the performance on this lingers on my skin all day. This hugs my skin, and on fabric, forget about it. Hold on, y'all know my eye be running. I'll be honest in saying that I haven't gotten compliments wearing this just yet, but I don't give a good goddamn. I enjoy how I feel when I wear this, and I just enjoy the wafts of this in the air when I wear it. Yeah, I have been loving on and babysitting this little sample. I know that they only have the travel sprays available, and I don't want that. I want a full-size bottle of this, but I did get gifted a full-size bottle of Devotion, which is in this kind of similar citrus, white floral, vanilla DNA, but a little bit different, definitely more in the gourmand direction, whereas this is definitely more in the girly, flirty, you know, nice girl, perfumey direction. Damn it, Jackie. All of that to say, since my girl Vania Macau gifted me a full-size bottle of Devotion, which has a similar, different, but similar DNA to this, I can definitely wait to get a full-size bottle of this, but trust and believe. Trust and believe, Jackie, I need a full-size bottle of this. So I'm gonna wait patiently. I ain't rushing, you know what I'm saying? I'm good, you know, so I can hold my mule with Devotion. But know that I absolutely will be getting a full-size bottle of Hard to Get from Forever Mood because she is that good. True tea, everything ain't got to be super complex or super expensive in order to smell good and to be effective or to make you feel good. And this just makes me feel good. So with that being said, number 5 for the month of July absolutely has to go to Jackie Aina's brand Forever Mood, and the fragrance is Hard to Get. Moving on to number 4 for the month of July, another one that I told you all about in my most recent fragrance haul. Again, I'll have that linked up in the cards. This was gifted to me from the brand, but I have been reaching for this nonstop just because of, we'll get into that in just a second. The name of the fragrance is Clean Reserve's Rain. And again, I'll insert a picture because y'all know my lighting be bright. But y'all can see me. I'm always transparent to you all when the brand sends something to me, and Clean Beauty did send this to me when I collaborated with them previously on the channel. But be clear, I was under no obligation to actually discuss this particular fragrance with you all, or when I don't say that I'm obligated to speak to you all about the fragrance, you know what I'm saying? But irregardless, y'all already know how we get down here. Ain't nobody finna lie for no free shit. The bottom line is Clean Reserve Rain. This is my new out of the shower scent because it's too damn hot. It's too damn hot. This just smells like a refreshing spa day. It's cucumber. I think there's some citrus. There's some vetiver. So this might lean a little bit masculine to some people. You know what I'm saying? This might give cologne, you know, a watered down cologne though, I have to say. But to me, this, like I said, is so refreshing. It smells like a fresh rainy day, but like rain on your skin, like one of those nice rains where it's like soft and a fine mist. Not one of them rains where you get soaked and smell like a wet dog. No. Clean describes Rain Reserve as a watery musk, and I'm inclined to agree. There's definitely an aquatic, fresh, marine-ishness to it, but not that fishy, stank, funky shit that, you know what I'm saying, can be super polarizing. I feel like this actually smells like fresh, clean water. Also a slightly green, somewhat earthy facet to this fragrance that I feel adds to that freshness. It's perfectly named. It smells like it just rained outside, but it's not muggy. It's not humid and gross or smelly. It just smells fresh. It smells refreshing. And there's almost like a cooling effect, which is why I have been putting this on fresh out of the shower. And if you know me, you know I like me some peppermint Castile soap. So I'm already getting out the shower feeling cool and refreshed already. But I have been spraying this on especially to go to bed. And it's so relaxing and calming. Like I said, it has that kind of spa undertone to it with that cucumber. It also has like a kind of like a aloe cactusy type of, I don't want to say juiciness, but I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but that's kind of what it gives me, that kind of green, refreshing, almost moist scent. I don't think I'm doing a great job describing this, but hopefully I'm at least painting a picture. Another one from Clean that is simple and easy to reach for and just smells good. Y'all already know that I feel like any and all fragrance is unisex, and I feel the same way about this. But I will say I can potentially entertain how some people may feel like this is a bit on the masculine side, but I will say it's definitely a more sheer, transparent, aquatic, watery, light situation. Okay, so I personally don't feel like it's leaning too far in that masculine direction, at least on me, to me, okay, to me and my nose. So yeah, right out of the shower, I'm spraying this all over my body, and it just feels cooling, which is so needed in these ungodly temperatures. We have talked about the Clean Reserve line multiple times on this channel, so I think you all should already know what to expect. But just in case you're new to the house, these are just simple, clean, easy to reach for, mass appealing in a sense fragrances that just give you an effortless way to smell good without doing too much, without being offensive, and one of the most affordable fragrance houses out right now, as far as I'm concerned. Like I told you all previously, we are not getting 100 milliliters of fragrance at this price point. Clean, like the name might suggest, is a clean brand. So we can't be expecting 10-12 hour beast mode, room filling, you know what I'm saying, snatch a baby daddy type of fragrance. It don't take all of that all the time. And that's kind of what I enjoy about Clean Reserve. It's subtle, and subtle gets it done sometimes. I personally love me an understated, simple, clean, sexy fragrance, and Rain is definitely on par with the other fragrances that I have mentioned to you all previously on the channel, and we gonna keep rocking with her because it's too damn hot. Okay, it's too damn hot. In fact, I have this sprayed all over me today. Of course, you can shop with this or any other Clean Beauty Collective fragrance or product through my link down below in the description box directly from their website. They usually have, you know, more sizing options available and better promotions. Just saying. Or you can use my link down below to grab this at Sephora, whatever your preference. Definitely get your nose on this and let me know your thoughts. But this has just been an easy reach for me all month, and I definitely recommend getting your nose on it if you're interested into clean, refreshing, soothing spa-like scents. Definitely recommend getting your nose on Clean Reserve's Rain. All right, now we are in my top 3 favorites for the month of July, and I'm very sorry if y'all can hear my yard guy cutting the grass. You know what I'm saying? I have responsibilities as a homeowner, which is very ghetto, but point being, my number 3 favorite for the month of July, I have to give it to Sniff's Cocoa Shimmy. I told you all about this in my most recent fragrance haul, yet again. And this one was sent to me by the brand, but again, they ain't paying me a damn dime to talk about this. Their packaging is super minimalistic and simple, almost has like a vintage vibe to it. And they are a clean brand if you're interested in that. They're also one of the most affordable brands out right now. This is a 30 mil. We have talked about Sniff previously on the channel a couple of times. In fact, they've been in my last couple of favorites unintentionally because they ain't paying me to talk about them, but I have been experimenting with the fragrances, and that's how the cards have been playing. Here is the bottle close up, and again, this is Cocoa Shimmy. And while I know some people are not fans of this kind of vintage-ish inspired packaging, I don't mind it. It's $65, 1, and 2, it's glass with a magnetic cap, so I ain't mad. But as far as Cocoa Shimmy, not to mention that's a nice atomizer, just saying. Now, Cocoa Shimmy we've talked about before, but I have been having a time with Cocoa Shimmy, okay, all month long. This is a coconut that I can get down with. This is a coconut that doesn't smell super cloying, super synthetic, and just gross. Not to mention, this has other notes that kind of play up the coconut in the best way possible without it giving me a headache, which I love for me. The pineapple, so juicy and so refreshing, so fun. And then that base with that, what is it, surf wax and suntan lotion and tonka bean and whatever else is in the base of this, just make this so damn good. You all see the dent. I've been wearing a little Cocoa Shimmy out, okay? And you all know, if you have been watching my eye running, look at my eye running. Sure. Now, if you are a regular watcher of my channel, you might already know that I am not your typical tropical solar fragrance fan. Coconut and sunscreen do not sound like a good time to me. It doesn't usually work, but something about Cocoa Shimmy, something about Cocoa Shimmy is working for me, and I highly believe that it has to do with the, what is it, surf wax and the pineapple. This is such a fun summer fragrance. Every time I sprayed it on myself, I went crazy, because this is one that you can overspray, because it is, you know, a lighter wear, definitely a more gentle fragrance, if you will, but just fun and pleasant. Definitely not one to wear when you're trying to be taken seriously. This, it's just good. This is a pina colada without the rum. This is not too heavy, and like I said, you can overspray this without feeling like you are choking yourself or anyone else out. Now, because this is a more moderate wear, this is not one that I've gotten compliments on just yet, but I have just enjoyed wearing it. Of course, don't be expecting this to last, you know, 8, 10, 12 hours, and don't be expecting this to announce your presence before you walk into a room, but expect it to be pleasant and to be generally well received. Yeah, it's just fun, and I don't think it's a fragrance that people can necessarily be mad at, but y'all do be mad at anything. It's just a fun scent bubble to be in, with that juicy sweet pineapple and that coconut just, you know, hanging in the background, not doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I love that for me. This is my type of tropical fragrance, because it's not going overboard. It's not obnoxious. It's not cloying. And there's a little bit of a unique facet to it. Regardless, you all have to know that myself, mentioning a coconut fragrance to you all, that makes it worth checking out. So I'll leave my link and my discount code to sniff directly down below in the description box in case you want to try this out. But you can also pick this up at Ulta, so I'll have a link to that down below in the description box as well. So whatever your preference, definitely recommend getting your nose on Cocoa Shimmy from Sniff, because ooh, she has been a time. Top 2 for July. This next one was actually an honorable mention in last month's favorites, just because I have been wearing a layering combination, which I'll tell you all about again in just a second. But number 2 has to go to the incomparable, the undeniable Parfums de Marly Valaya, because what? She don't even need to be sprayed. We don't need to test the strip for her, because the atomizer says everything that needs to be said. I know that this beautiful, translucent, frosted glass gives us soft, delicate, light, dainty fragrance, but no. Valaya is actually quite the opposite. Valaya is citrusy, fresh, aldehydic, fruity, musky goodness. And I know that probably sounds, and like I said, the bottle looks like this is going to be light and delicate, but no. To be clear, I can do 2 to 4 sprays of Valaya and be set, and I mean set, for over 8 hours. This, much like her sister Delina La Rose, which is what I've been layering her with for the last couple of months, is a passive aggressive fragrance that just is low-key beast mode and potent and outperforming a lot of these hoes out here. Okay, outperforming a lot of these hoes. I don't understand, but I know a lot of people don't like to smell clean, but this is the epitome of smelling clean, feminine, and rich. Anytime Valaya comes up on my channel, I am never going to deny the fact that I was one of the ones that slept on her when she first launched. You know what I'm saying? I kept that sample for months, and I was just like, whatever. But I revisited that sample some months later, and when I revisited this fragrance some months later, I bought some more samples, first of all, because I wasn't ready to buy a full-size bottle, because this is expensive. And this is just one that I will never not have in my collection. I don't know another way to say that. Like, those very same samples that I used to get me through until I got the full-size bottle, I actually just gave to a colleague of mine because she was so in love with this fragrance when I wore it to the office. Yes, she's a compliment getter. She's a performer. You just smell good. You smell clean. You smell pretty. Undeniable, okay? Just undeniable. I told you on a previous video how Moschino Gold Fresh Couture was my baby version of this fragrance, and I still stand by that. They even have some similar notes, but something about how refined this is and how it's just a silent beast. if that makes any sense, just makes this more fitting for where I am in my life right now. It's just more refined and more smooth around the edges and got a little bit more money. So, you know what I'm saying? That's where I am in my life, and I love that for me. Yeah, Valaya just makes me feel like a beautiful, successful, independent, grown-ass woman. You know, everything I aspire to be. And while I used to reach for this a whole lot more recklessly, I find myself more so these days reaching for it for special occasions. Just because of some of the scent memories that I have built wearing this fragrance. Some of the scent memories that I have built wearing Valaya just has made this a bit more of a special occasion fragrance as opposed to me just reaching for it because I love it. Not to say that I won't do that, but I'm definitely more cautious with my sprays, I guess you could say, or more mindful of my sprays of this fragrance now, just because of some of the experiences that I've had while wearing it and how it makes me feel. Me and Mama Tresses love this. We both get compliments and great performance. And like I said, I have been layering this with Delina La Rose, which is why this was an honorable mention in last month. But I had to make it a favorite this month. Not to mention, I wore this to my best friend's vow renewal this month. Also layered with Delina La Rose. But Valaya is just an undeniable fragrance that, like I said, I have loved for quite some time. Even though I was slow to love her. Like, I love her now, and I just will not be without her. And love her, love her, love her down. This is definitely one of the most potent, projecting, performing fragrances in my entire collection, and perfect for this time of year. Honestly, Valaya is one that I can wear all year round and still be able to enjoy the scent bubble. I'm going to get compliments. I'm going to get performance. The CR is just going to go crazy. Like, this might be controversial, but this is a niche fragrance that, in my opinion, warrants the price tag because we're getting quality, we're getting performance, we're getting compliments. That being said, if you are a fan of just smelling clean, rich, sexy, any of those things sound appealing to you, get your nose on Parfums de Marly's Valaya, okay? Period. Last but not least, my number one favorite for the month of July has to go to another wish list item that we have definitely talked about previously on the channel. It has to go to Byredo's Mojave Ghost. My first from the house, but spoiler alert, it will not be my only. Mojave Ghost is another effortless, clean fragrance. You all know that that's very much my vibe, especially in this hot ass weather, but this is just the most effortlessly delicate, clean fragrance. It's like a woody floral, but in the most delicate way, to where it smells like, I told you all previously, like a luxury hotel duvet. Like, oh, just delightful, refreshing, comforting. I have been reaching for Mojave Ghost a whole lot this month, and every goddamn time she delivers, okay? Yes, another freshie, but y'all, it's 100 degrees outside. It's perfect for this time of year. And honestly, with this being such a gentle giant, the sun, especially for me, makes Mojave Ghost stand on business. I overspray this and I spray my clothing, so I don't have an issue when it comes to performance, but this is definitely a light wear, so that's not probably going to be everybody's experience. This is another one I feel like I don't do a good job describing. I just feel like you have to experience it. Mojave Ghost is a very fitting name because there is like a cactusy, desert-like aspect to this, but it's a ghost because it's definitely a light, airy, transparent, soft, gentle wear, but still present because I'm able to enjoy this, like I said, for a solid portion of the day, especially because I take a bath and moisturize my skin. But yes, like everything else, I overspray this. Yeah, Mojave Ghost definitely gives quiet luxury. It gives hashtag soft girl era. Just effortlessly clean and pretty, pleasant. And although it's light, this is another one I can kind of put, like I can edge this towards the passive aggressive category. that should be a video. Maybe I should do a video on that, like my passive aggressive fragrances. But like, there's levels to this. There's levels to this. This is definitely on the lower end of being passive aggressive. Regardless, while this is a soft, delicate fragrance, when I say every single time, and I mean every single time, every single time I wear this, I get compliments. The sillage on this goes crazy, and this is another one that I just enjoy wafts of in my scent bubble for a significant portion of the day, especially if I spray my clothes. Just pleasant. I love to travel in this. I traveled to Philly in this recently. Another one that Mama Tresses enjoys, also gets good performance and compliments with. And it's just good, y'all. It's just good. I feel like I've been preaching this to you all at this point, but the fact of the matter remains that fragrances don't always have to be super niche and complex or super beast mode in order to be effective. Quinn right here on YouTube put me on to Byredo's Mojave Ghost at the Renaissance World Tour, specifically the last show, because y'all know I went a few times, but this is one that I fell in love with at first sniff. Shout out to her for letting me spray that shit like crazy, because Byredo is definitely not cheap. All of that to say, I am so freaking happy to have a full-size bottle of Mojave Ghost in my collection. And it is one that I have been obsessed over, especially during this hot ass weather. It's definitely a gentle giant, but a giant nonetheless, and we absolutely love her, and I'm so glad to have a full-size bottle. Definitely recommend getting your nose on Byredo's Mojave Ghost. Number 1 for July, y'all. So folks, that about wraps up my top 5 fragrances for the month of July. Definitely sound off in the comments and let me know your thoughts, and if you try any of these fragrances, and of course if you are interested in trying any of these fragrances, make sure you shop via any available links and or discount codes down below in the description box, because it really helps me out. Now, of course, on your way to watching another video of mine, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. True. My nose already running anyway. Tony, with this leaf blower, please. Talking too much. My lip gloss is gone. Ooh, just tingle a little bit. Moving right along. Can you do what I would like for you to do, please? Just gonna do what you want to do. That's crazy. Y'all, I done ended my no-buy. I done picked up the new Burberry Goddess Intense and the new Gucci Flora. So y'all make sure y'all watch the next video so y'all can hear my thoughts. I have not smelled these yet. I blind bought them because Sephora get on my nerves. But watch my TikTok. I went over that. Regardless, I'll see y'all in the next one.